Here I am. Here he is. So, I don't really have big news. I just have kind of like a little bit of crappy news, seeing as I was starting to get excited for certain things to happen soon. And of course, that means that I can't do that. I shouldn't do that. I should never get excited about anything. I've tried I tried this technique many times in the past, but I cannot help myself. Essentially, this weekend, um, well, actually, this week, I was like, I was excited because I got to go out. I was going to go out for food tonight because it's kind of like my brother-in-law's. It's like his birthday party or something, and yeah, found out that the roommate is basically testing like sort of almost positive for COVID. So we're quarantined basically until there's like a not super positive test. It's not just this. It's not just today that this is screwed up, but it's also like the weekend because I was supposed to go to um, the Canal Festival this weekend. Like that's what I had planned for this weekend. I was supposed to go away this weekend for the Canal Festival. It was something I was actually looking forward to. You know, so of course that is probably going to be ended up cancelled as well. This is also probably like screwed up next week's plans, but I'm not entirely sure if that's the case yet or not. We basically have run out of COVID tests as well, so essentially, I don't know if I've got it. Um, well, because I've had a weird cold thing since my mother came to visit. I've had a weird cold thing. I don't think it's COVID. It's probably just a weird cold thing because she came from Essex, and of course, yeah, like super germy in Essex for some reason. Every time I come back from Essex, I always get like a weird cold thing. Just extra snottiness and bullshit, you know? But yeah, this has possibly like fucked up my plans for the next couple of weeks. I'm not happy, but I'm okay. I mean, like personally, right now, I feel okay. I'm just kind of annoyed that this is happening, you know. Um, you it keeps getting really warm at night, even though there's like no clouds up. That's so strange. It's so strange. I did have a random scare as well. Basically, you know how like Facebook and how it basically has this thing of like every now and again once a week I go onto Facebook and I check to see to check to see the friendship approval requests, the friendship requests page. I go on there because I need to check to see if I need to confirm that I know these people and stuff like that. Something really creepy happened today. Um, Now my Facebook has been double protected. I've got a decoy Facebook account, which is for my like friends and family shit. But then I've also got my main Facebook account, because basically it's just I prefer not to like I prefer my family members to not like just continuously know me as the you know, the gay bear guy, you know, that posts his furry art and stuff. I prefer if they just basically, like, if I had a bit of anonymity from just like my family members, you know. It's kind of like if I feel like a family member can deal with it, then I basically tell like family member, you know, that family member about stuff like that. You know, I do talk to a lot of my family members about this stuff. You know, it's not like it's a big secret or anything. It's essentially like, if you're gonna look for me, you know, if you're gonna look up this stuff that like I'm connected with, then you're gonna find it. But I know that a lot of my family members won't look up this stuff because they're not into this stuff. So no big deal, right? Yeah, Facebook threw me a curveball, because while I was checking the friend requests page, it has a section on the bottom, like underneath all of the all of the friend requests. Like, there's so many. I had like three, and then it has the people that you might want to follow, or people you might want to follow or friend section. You know, that section right underneath it. So yeah, I just randomly kind of like scan a name. You know, just like my eyes kind of just do a quick scan of the names, and it's like, that's a family member. That's that's a family member. No mutual friends or anything like that. Just, there's nothing. I just want to point out that again, on my Facebook profile, there is nothing to point to any of my family members at all. Like, none of them. There are no family members of mine that basically are linked to my Facebook account. It's not for that, you know, that type of family that my Facebook account is there for. It freaked me out. It was like, holy shit. If this family member can like see me, like is aware of me, of my existence, like you know, my professional existence and my like you know, my other families and stuff, then I don't know. Like I said, the reason why I don't tell like my family members about all, like I just said, about all of the, you know, all of my content online and stuff, is basically because I just don't think they would take it that well. They wouldn't be as accepting of it, you know. And you know, I don't want to lose contact with these family members. Like my mother, like I told my mother the basic, like, blurry details about what I do. You know, I'm not ashamed of it. It's more that basically my mother wouldn't be able to process it. Like, you know, everything that I do online, everything I do, it's, you know, in my bedroom, or everything I do, it's just like, you know, you don't talk to your parents or your family members about this stuff. It's for those people who are interested in it, you know. It's not for family members to know my private details or my public private details. It's not meant for them. So it's like, it's not so much that I'm ashamed of it. It's just that, like I said, I just know that they wouldn't be able to deal with it. It's uncool. It's the whole reason why you don't like dox like things and share things with like family members like this. It's just like, it's just not cool. It's so that's why it scared me. I kind of got like a bit of a spook. Um so on that profile I basically like blocked like that family member and everything, and I don't think that they'll be able to see me online. They won't be able to see me on Facebook, right? If I basically block them on Facebook, they won't be able to see anything that I post on Facebook. I don't think. At least that's what I'm hoping. Um, yeah. So yeah, that was kind of a bit of a shock and scare and stuff. It's strange. It's so strange because even though basically this is one of the xenophobic and kind of like homophobic kind of like family members of mine. And it's like, yeah, I have no interest in talking to them anyway, even on my not, you know, super public, not even on my regular Facebook account. So yeah, it's like, ugh, lame. But yeah, I had a random scare as well, so that's fun. That's fun. What's really, I got like something else that it just reminded me of. I don't know why this reminded me of that, but essentially I saw. I thought I thought this was highly amusing. Um, there is like a guy that's basically been trying to harass me online, which is just, yeah. There's a guy that's been trying to harass me online, and he basically said that like he's on Facebook as well, but somehow he keeps making new accounts of himself, and he basically like on these accounts it basically has like like his boxing achievements, and it's really funny because it's got like all of his boxing achievements, and he's like it just happens like once. It seems to be just a post once a year that he'll post like, oh, I raised so much for charity doing this boxing match and stuff like that. And like he's not as big as me, but he's like more muscly, more defined, you know. And he always threatens to basically, well, always threatens. Over the past year, he's been threatening and calling me a coward for like basically not wanting to box him, because he basically has threatened me to a boxing match, and like he's like, I know you'd lose, and I know you're just scared of losing and like being beaten up and stuff like that. And I'm like, it's a factor. I'm not gonna lie, it's a factor, but I don't need to prove my physical strength and my boxing skills to you, so I'm not gonna do that. It's like if I basically challenged him to an eating contest. Only if he loses, he will be punched in the face, like repeatedly. Like, I know you would lose, so there's no real challenge in it, you know. But it's the same thing, you know. You can't swim for shit. Basically, I said, how about like a swimming race or something? He was like, no, I can't swim. I was like, well, I can't box. Just, I, you know, I can I can swim pretty good. I'm out of practice a lot because I rarely miss the fucking swimming pool. I really do so much. But like, once I get in the water, I am basically a walrus. You know, I'm a walrus or a seal or like I'm a pudgy thing that can swim really good in the water. You know, because I remember doing it and I remember how to do it, and I've still got it. I still know how to swim. But it's like this doesn't mean shit to him because all he cares about is boxing, and it's like, I kind of like I kind of wanted to do like boxing training and stuff, but a lot of it is diet based, and a lot of it is kind of like you have to plan your whole day. You have to plan entire days dedicated to boxing, and it's like I can't just dedicate like an hour or two a day to this. It's like no, you'll have days where you will basically be dedicated to doing nothing but boxing training on that day, and it's like no, I want to do other things. I want to do other things. So yeah, basically, like I'm not gonna lie, that is a factor. It's kind of the pain is a factor. Like I know it's gonna hurt, and I don't want that to happen. You could even call that fear. I'm gonna fear the pain of being beaten up. Yes, but oh, my door's opening. Windy outside, I guess. I'm gonna have to go get that. I'm gonna have to fix this. Yeah, right. Yeah, I know. Engineering works in progress. There we go. So yeah, people like threatening me with physical violence is just kind of like it's like because basically this person said that he's going to come to this country because he doesn't live in this country. He's going to come to this country and beat me up, and it's like why? By the way, I just want to point out that I've never provoked this person. Like I've responded to this person a couple of times because he's been, if anything, he's been weirdly coherent, you know, with his threats. He just doesn't want me to make anything anymore. It's like he knows everything that I upload, everything that I basically put out there, even art wise. He basically doesn't want me to do any of that stuff. He considers it to be degenerate nonsense, and it's like some of it is. I will agree with that, but it's fun to do the videos. It's fun to edit the videos. This is a bit of fun. I'm not going to stop this from happening. So I'm not hurting anyone. I'm not doing anything like unless I basically am asked to in a video to hurt someone. Um, and even then, I'm very very good with aftercare. But it's like, yeah, I mean that's all it takes to piss someone off and basically get like physical violence like on you. I basically told him that after the last time he threatened me with violence, when he said he was going to come to the country, find out where I live. In fact, he keeps telling me he knows where I live. Uh huh. He thinks I'm in Bristol. But yeah, he says that he knows where I live. He's going to come to where I live, and then he's going to like actually beat the shit out of me or something. And I was like, right, I can record all of our messages, right? And like, I, I have your name, I have your identity. I could just basically go to the police with all of this, and the English police, the British police, are really good at doing the whole internet crime bullshit thing because it's just like it's just dumb. I just said that all he will achieve by coming here with the express purpose to beat me up, to beat the shit out of me, will result in him basically being incarcerated and deported. Basically sent back to wherever he lives. So yeah, it's just this is, like I said, this has been going on for the past year. I've had to deal with this person, this particular person. But I just wanted to point this out. I just thought it was just very funny. Whenever somebody basically says that they want to challenge me to a boxing match, or failing that they just want to plain come here and beat the shit out of me, it's like you're not gonna. It's. I mean, that's not gonna work. Even if you do manage to actually physically assault me, then you're going to get arrested. It's not like, yeah, it's it's not going to change anything. It's not going to accomplish anything. It's just dumb. It's just dumb. It's just dumb. Anyway, oh my god, so much talking about this, and it's just yeah. Panafox. So yeah, I've not had a good like day and a half. It doesn't look like it's going to get any better anytime soon as well. Pretty soon I'm going to have to like contact friends I'm supposed to be meeting next week, um, and hopefully not, but because I've booked these tickets already, I might have to cancel my trip after this weekend as well. So in some cases it's sort of a relief, but in most cases it's kind of like um, I'm going to get to the days in which I should have, or well, I should have been going out, but I can't, and then I'm going to feel really bummed about that. I'm going to have like massive regret, and it's like, yeah, there's nothing I can do about it. It's so annoying. Oh my god. Anyway, huge bummer aside. Also, I recently also found out um, after somebody told me that I should totally watch the new Star Wars thing because Ray Stevenson was in it. He was like the one of the bad guys, or bad Jedi, or bad ex-Jedi, or something. He played a villain of some kind in the new Ahsoka series. And I like Ray. Is it Ray Stevenson? Is it Ray Stevenson? It's Ray something. I feel like it's Ray something. Volstagg. The guy who played Volstagg. You know, the chunky one from the Thor group in the first two Thor movies. There's basically like there's a group of like Asgardian warriors that kind of follow him around, you know. And there's the guy that basically is like, he's apparently eaten a couple of entire like wild boars or something. That guy was played by Ray Stevenson. I think it's Stevenson. God damn it! I'm gonna have to look this up. He's dead. That particular actor, is dead. Lame. Super lame. Super bummed out. Especially since the whole reason why somebody wanted me to watch the Ahsoka series is because he's in it and he's got a white beard. And I'm like, ooh. And I watched a few episodes of it. And yes, they're nice. But he's dead. It's just lame. It's just so lame. I'm really going to be pissed off if basically somebody tells me that, like, Taserface, the guy who plays Taserface, is dead as well. Because I finally watched The Nick, and oh my god, he is nice. He's nice. I like him. Like, proper big berry dude. But, like, I kind of want to have a little wrestling match with, you know? But yeah. Like, I'm just not looking it up. I think he's like he's I think he's even got like he's a Sullivan, I think. Something Sullivan. Chris Sullivan, I think it is. The guy who plays Taserface. In The Nick, he's just very yummy. But yeah. He's a bit of an arsehole, but also like he kind of is like an awesome dude. He's an awesome arsehole, you know? Like he at first you think he's gonna be a villain, and then like in The Nick, you think he's gonna be like a villain, and then he turns out to be like this just awesome dude, and just a really awesome dude. Basically, like he kind of, any bad that you think he has done or you've witnessed him do in the Nick, in the series The Nick, gets undone in this one scene. Basically, like the Knickerblocker, the hospital that he is an ambulance driver for, it becomes like the center of like almost a siege. Like just, I'm trying not to spoil it. Pretend it's like on fire. They have to get all of the patients out of it to a neighboring hospital, right? And like I said, he's an ambulance driver, and it's set in like the year 1900 or something, right? They have to get all these patients out of one hospital to another very quickly, but because it's on fire, because the hospital is on fire, they they have a horse-drawn carriage for an ambulance. The horses have run away. So what does he do as the ambulance driver? He gets them to load up the ambulance with as many patients as they can carry, and he pulls the thing as one of the horses, as the horse, the only horse. It's just the whole ambulance is being pulled by this one dude, and it's like, yeah, I don't care what he's done. I do not care what he's done. He gets all of these patients to another hospital. This could have easily killed him, and it's just like, yeah, that man deserves, like, he's like one of the most awesome people on the planet at that point in time. It's like, yeah, he should get to the other hospital and be like, ladies, panties now. I'll take your panties right now. I'll take your panties now. Ladies, I'll have your panties now. So yeah, it's kind of like that guy who did the deja vu, the drift thing with an aeroplane, with a jumbo jet. Well, not quite a jumbo jet, but like an Airbus or something. It was like flying straight. It was like flying straight, and then, like it was going to be hit by a big crosswind. So he, like, in the middle of flying straight, it just kind of like turns, and then it flies sideways for a little bit. It's like, yeah, the whoever piloted that plane, once it landed, which it did land safely, it should be like, right, ladies, I'll take your panties now. Like, I've earned this. I need a medal at the very least for this. This is too cool. But yeah, he should have been like that. It's like, yeah, whatever wrong he did in the past and that we've seen on the Nick, that particular guy should totally get like a medal or something. But yeah, why is my ear being itchy as well now? Maybe I've just got an earache. Maybe I've just got like an ear infection or something. I thought that can fuck you up. I have never had an ear infection, like an ear problem, an ear sickness ever in my life, like at all, which is weird because like I said, I lived in a swimming pool for a good 15 years of my life. So it's like, yeah, my mother had tons of not hearing problems, just ear problems in general, which caused hearing problems. But no, I have like never had any ear problems. I get itchy ears every now and again, but that's it. I do get that feeling kind of just at the bit behind my ears whenever I've got like allergic reaction to something. Even if it's just a little bit, it's kind of like an itch, just kind of like here where my finger is, but in like an inch or two from here, exactly straight where my finger is, just in my skull, in my head, just there. I get like this itchiness, and it's like, you're about to, or you are currently having an allergic reaction to something that you've just eaten. Just fair warning. And it's like, great, can't do anything about that. But thanks. My body's very good at like handling allergic reactions now. It's very strange. Like there was when I was in the States, I had a donut. I had a donut. And it's got like in the donut, I had like it had trace amounts of something that I'm allergic to in the donut. And basically I ate all of the donut. My mouth felt kind of tingly while I was eating the donut, but I thought it was just like, oh, it's just the sugary icing stuff, whatever. It tasted good. But then basically, like, my stomach hit the I could feel my stomach kind of like tense up. Like, your stomach is an actual muscle. It's like its lining is kind of like a muscle. No, it's like there's stomach lining, and then there's muscle around it, and then there's more lining, and that basically protects your the lining is to protect the muscle from the stomach acid or whatever. But anyway, all of this muscle, it's one big kind of muscle, and it's literally just designed for one thing, and that is to basically contract. Like, it's meant to contract if you basically have eaten something that you shouldn't have, which will then open the upper sphincter, like here, and then you vomit. And that's the whole thing, right? That's what it's meant to do. Well, basically, I've got the unique ability to kind of stop this process from happening. I can kind of almost at will open and close. I say almost because it doesn't always happen, because sometimes it happens automatically. But basically, when my stomach contracts, I can kind of like close off the sphincter to the entrance of the stomach. I can kind of close it off, which means that it's not all coming out all at once, but I can feel it kind of trickling up, as opposed to just like vomit. It kind of just goes, I can't contract all the way yet. But no, I can basically like stop it. So I walked over to the bathroom, and then bent over the toilet, and then basically like let the process happen. In a very controlled manner. So that was cool. It wasn't like basically I was at a restaurant. I didn't have any reaction after that. I felt kind of a bit slimy, My mouth kind of felt like a bit slimy because it just had a bunch of not completely activated stomach acid just yet. But it had that vomity bile kind of like flavor, which is fun. But apart from that, no other reactions. Was completely fine. It's that's only if I eat the thing that I'm allergic to. If I basically like if I touch something that I'm very allergic to, I get water blisters, and that's been the whole reason for this owie that wouldn't go away, which is now fully healed, although I've got an owie on my finger instead, underneath my fingernail, which hurts a lot more. So sorry, Dawn, if you're watching this on playback or currently watching it now. Can't do artwork just yet. Finger still hurts. But I've got a lot of work to do before that anyway. So yeah, I think he already knows that it's going to take a while. So yeah. But yeah, I either come out with like that, or if I basically inhale the stuff I'm allergic to, like if it's on a churro or something, which is what happened to me one time. If I breathe it in accidentally, I can nearly get hospitalized. It's kind of like somebody with a peanut allergy, kind of accidentally sniffing a bit of peanut butter powder, which is a thing in the States. It's not here. We don't have peanut butter powder. But yeah, if basically I did that at a restaurant once, and I basically I was very nearly hospitalized because I could not breathe. So yeah, that was terrible. But yeah. Oh, I love peanut. I like peanut butter. I really do. Yeah. I mean, the only thing I don't like about peanut butter is that it doesn't keep. And I will go through like phases in which I remember that peanut butter exists. Basically, it's like the cheese toaster. It's like the cheese toaster analogy. Now, basically, yeah, like we use it kind of like fairly frequently. We kind of use it at least once a week. We'll have a cheese toaster meal, you know. But just when I was a kid, we had a cheese toaster, and apparently this is the experience for this is the default experience for most humans. But you've got a little cheese toasty machine, you know, that makes cheese toasted sandwiches, and it it looks like a waffle maker, only it's like got like bread indents on the plates that kind of like make clam looking cheese toasty thing. Anyway, it's like you forget you own this thing. You then find it, and then for like a week or two, you will be eating nothing but toasted cheese sandwiches for like well, like I said, like a week, for like a whole week, and then you kind of like inevitably it has to be cleaned, like properly scrubbed, scrubbed and cleaned, and you put it away after you've cleaned it, and then you forget you have it for like months at a time, and then when you discover it again, yeah, I'm kind of like that when it comes to peanut butter, because it's not something that's continuously on the counter all the time in my house. I kind of like, I have peanut butter on toast, and then or peanut butter on like an apple or something, and yes, it's delicious, but then the peanut butter gets put away, usually by Damon, and I forget that we have peanut butter for like months at a time, which which is not good for some peanut butters, because like if you get the organic peanut butter, then the butter part can go rancid rather quickly, and it looks almost the same. It just smells bad. It doesn't smell great. It's not that it smells bad, it just doesn't smell great, The butteriness has a bit of a bitter smell to it. And then you basically like, then you put it, you get a tiny bit of it on your tongue, and you're like, oh god. But yeah. Anyway, that's what I'm like with peanut butter, you know. I'm gonna have to deal with this ear situation. I'm sorry. I have no idea what's going on. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Just pressure fluctuations or something. It's making my ear itch a bit. Just one ear. Suspicious. Um, but yeah, allergies not that big of a deal for me. Recently, it seems anyway. I basically my best friend. She had a cat, and I used to be fine. I'm allergic to cats, and I used to be fine to go over there for like a couple of hours maybe before I start to get like sniffy, get the sniffles. But one day her cat had kittens, and I never went back there again. Her cat had kittens. I could stroke it and everything, and I'd still have like a couple of hours before I start to feel anything. But no, one day her cat had kittens, and I came over to see the cat, to see her and the cat and the kittens, and I was dying. I was dying. 10 minutes it took for my nose to completely start blocking up to defend itself against whatever was happening. It did not know what's going on. My eyes started to water, and I had to walk home basically. Uh, Trying to breathe through my mouth, and I never went back there again. Oh my god. But yeah, I also had a friend who lived in London as well, and had he had a house cat, and it had kittens, and Like I tried staying the night, and I just I couldn't breathe. I stayed the whole night because I basically like had been in a room in which all the cat shit had basically been cleared out of that room, and they hadn't been in that room for the whole day. So no cat stuff had been in this room the whole day. So basically, like I just and even then I was like dying. So, yeah, but I wasn't dying like. So yeah, I waited until morning. I couldn't sleep. I waited until morning, and then I went home. And then I got sleep. Oh my god! Talking about sleep. Stop it. Um. But yeah, I like peanut butter, but you can't get peanut butter powder here in the UK. It's just not available. Hey, CP. No, that sounds wrong. CP is something else. Hello, Charlie, Charles, Chuck. I don't know. I don't know what to call you. Um, hope the storm isn't hitting you too hard. It's usually pretty windy here anyway. It's a bit weird when it's like super duper windy at night, but it doesn't seem to be the case. It doesn't seem to be the case that it's super windy. It's just regular windy. So yeah. There's always a stormer over this part of the UK. So yeah. Let me just check. Yeah. 40 km/h winds. But yeah, quite clear. Oh god damn it! Shut up. Oh wait. Oh shit. Yeah, it's clear over the UK, especially here. It's supposed to be very clear. However, Ireland is currently being hit hard. Low pressure storms. Right, got it. Oh wow. Okay. Yep. Ireland is fucked. As per usual. Apart from the wind, it's going to be a nice day. Wee. Okie dokie. I think we're gonna leave. I've just been talking. Don't feel like I'm accomplishing much on, like, video suggestions, ideas for the police outfit kind of video idea stuff. I'll probably come back tomorrow and do it then. I am confused because I was pretty sure. I just want to point before I go. I want to point out this. I'm currently still editing a bunch of videos, and like the ones that I've edited so far have been pretty standard, difficulty wise, you know. And I do remember thinking, at least on one of the videos, that I was disappointed in it. I didn't think it would turn. I don't think it's going to be turning out so great. But okay, I think I can save it in the editing. Was that the Oktoberfest video? That's the next one I'm going to do. But I mean, it must be because, like I said, I've done almost everything else. So, was that the Oktoberfest video I said that about? You know? I remember thinking, I remember dreading like editing a video or two, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna suck because I remember filming this and it was like I wasn't very happy with it. But I haven't come up to that point yet. All the ones that I've edited so far have been, yeah, been okay. I don't get it. Have you ever done Mario videos? I don't understand. I did some balloon videos as that chubby dude, and they were pretty popular. Okay. Are we talking about, like, Nintendo Mario? That guy? You talk about that guy, right? If you're talking about that guy, then I don't really have the costume for it. I have the physique, but I don't actually have the whole costume. I also don't have the facial hair. My mustache isn't as glorious as that. I'm actually like jealous of people who can like grow proper mustaches. My cousin was like, oh, like a big bushy mustache, and basically, he had my face. Like he had my exact genetic profile when it came to, facial structure, except for the mustache. It was glorious. Bastard. Yeah. I don't really have the mustache for it. Like, I kind of like have been thinking about getting a prosthetic, like, mustache, just so I could like see how it feels to have like the proper big walrus mustache, you know. But yeah, I've just got this. I have mustache envy, you know. I'm saying I did like the horseshoe kind of when I did the horseshoe mustache. Like it really went well with the cop videos. I really do like how I look in the cop videos. I think that looks pretty good, you know. I will say that basically, whenever I've done security and everything, uh, especially when I've been at my heaviest and I've also been done security, I have felt awesome. Like really, just in the the security outfit, it just feels awesome. Event security though is different because basically, if you're doing a fancy pants, if you're basically like being a security guard for like a fancy pants event, then you're in a monkey suit, what they call a monkey suit, which is just a tux. I never understood why they call it a monkey suit. That doesn't make sense. Um, but yeah, being in a nice, almost a tux, being in a nice suit, kind of like really does something for me. It's one of the reasons why I really do like the cop outfit, especially when I'm like properly, like the trimmed facial hair and everything. Um, just they feel like it looks good, it feels right, just all nice. My mustache is looking pretty great right now. I'd like to grow it out, but it gets a bit patchy. Yeah, I mean, like it suits certain people. It does suit certain people. Some people really look good with a mustache, and I don't see, I I don't. I guess some people have preferences, and especially women. For some reason, women are the most judgmental when it comes to facial hair, and I can only presume it's because of jealousy, because their facial hair is never that good, you know. But like I've known guys who have basically like had wives or girlfriends who absolutely hated their their husbands or boyfriends beard or mustache. You know, it really kind of pissed me off. Like actually pissed me off because there was a guy that I used to work with who had like he was a fairly large dude. He was fairly wide. He's a fairly fat dude. He was a little bit bigger than me, than current me. But yeah, he basically he always had just stubble, and then like he went on maneuvers with us, and he just didn't shave at all, and he had basically like the beginnings of a proper Viking beard, and he seemed to really suit it. It looked really good on him, and his mustache was huge, and oh, like I said, it was just the stuff of legends. It felt like it completely suited him. Um, I saw him like a month later, and he said that his girlfriend basically didn't like it, so she made him get rid of it, and he was completely clean shaven, and it was like, oh, why? It looked so awesome, and he really liked it too. He was like really into it too, but the it's just that women also don't understand also that it's a thing that you can't just grow back. Women's hair grows relatively fast, like on their heads. Their head hair can grow like twice as fast as like guys' hairs on their head. But we've got the alternate problem. Our beards and stuff, they grow a little bit. They grow almost at the same rate as our head hair. It's just that it's not always consistent at the rate in which it grows. Apparently, it's to do with like hormonal levels and stuff. Um. So yeah, it's like they don't understand how we can just like we can't just grow it back. It's like, give it a week, it'll be back. It's like not for most dudes. You have to some. I mean, I've got my beard back. It's like on camera, it's not so good, but I can actually like run my fingers through it. There's like a centimeter and a half of like hair. I can actually grab parts of it. You know, but this has taken what, like 3 weeks? I don't know. It's taken a while. But yeah, the like women just don't understand the whole. Like we actually, we would love if we could just kind of like wake up the next morning and have a week or two's worth of face fuzz. But that's what they expect. That's their expectations for some reason. That's what they expect us that we are going through. But it's not like that. That's not how it happens. So annoying. I've heard lots of stories, and I've basically witnessed a bunch of like these events, and it's like it's not true. I have even like got a friend who basically does want me to shave my beard, and essentially it's like I'm okay with that. I am, but I didn't used to be. Basically, I didn't like the way I looked when I had like no beard. But what really gets me is that like they don't seem to understand, and they'll continuously ask me about it, but they don't seem to understand that like I want a beard for Christmas. I'm okay with like currently I'm okay with basically making requests that I basically like that I have the shaved look back and stuff like that. Except when it comes to Christmas, I want a beard for Christmas. I want to honor my father, honor Father Christmas by growing my beard out like he has. Although, like, I don't think it's going to be as epic as like the year-long beard that I had um, when I went to Vegas in April. But it'll be something. I'll still be a bit like happy about it for Christmas. After Christmas, who knows? I don't know. See how I feel. I've got a feeling that basically he will want me to be shaved like the second that Christmas like ends, and it's like, you know, like the concept of baby steps doesn't seem to he doesn't seem to grasp that. Like I need to work up to being comfortable with being clean shaven. I can't just like be clean shaven all the time from now on. It's like give me some time to adjust to it. Give me some wiggle room. It's not like I can, like I said, it's not like I can't just I can just like be clean shaven one day and then not clean shaven the next, because I don't like that. I don't like always being clean shaven. That's one of the reasons why I'm like growing my beard out now for Christmas, because like I need at least a buffer zone where I'm not completely clean shaven, and it's just so I can kind of like get used to feeling like myself a little bit, I guess. And like I said, I'm open now. I'm a bit more open now with how good it looks in certain like outfits and stuff. I do wish that I can basically like turn on the clean shaven look and then turn it off, but that's not how humans work. And my friend doesn't seem to understand this, but at least he doesn't get why I like being bearded, and it's so annoying. It is actually annoying. Ugh. Anyway, right, guys. If there's anything else, unless there's anything else, I'm gonna leave. So if you got anything, ask me or tell me. Now's the chance. But I'll probably be trying to do another one of these tomorrow night. So yeah. Also, pretty soon it's coming up to it's going to be coming up to spooky season, and that's great because I do like doing like either an orc video or like a pumpkin video or both for Christmas for Halloweeny or something completely different. So yeah, I kind of incorporated the orc thing with a costume to basically make like a monk orc one year, and that was kind of successful. At least I liked that one. I liked that outfit. I thought it was cool. But yeah, it's a busy time of year. October's a busy time of year. So yeah, I just really hope that it's going to be not as hectic as I'm expecting it to be. Currently, it's not that. It's not that. It's not that bad as I was expecting it to be. You know, basically after last weekend, I was expecting everything to feel busy and crap, and it's not. You know, it's just been kind of normal paced. And now I've got like the issue of cancellations as well because of the whole possible COVID contamination something. I don't know. So we're just going to have to see how this progresses over the next couple of days. So that's fun. Anyway, guys. Belly wubs. And belly salute. And yeah. I'll be back and hopefully I would have had a shower by then. I kept thinking like I don't feel super gross and dirty and like I need to shower. But I kept thinking to myself, did I shower yesterday? Did I shower yesterday? And I kept thinking, it's like, I feel like I did shower yesterday. You know? I like that. I blew the focus out of my camera just then. When I went, I don't know. But yeah, it turns out I didn't shower yesterday, and I'm only just now, right now, feeling like I definitely need a shower, and it's like, ugh. It's another thing I've got to do tomorrow. Uncool, whatever. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have ideas ready for what you would like to see for the cop video. I'm like interested in what you guys think and what you guys come up with, because I'm kind of just tempted to basically throw on the padded white shirt look again, only with more space to maneuver, like in my back garden or something. But that's all I got, and we've just kind of done that. But like I said, that's all I got in my head. But I'm kind of curious to see what you guys come up with. Anybody comes up with like a good semi-original idea. It doesn't even have to be an original idea, just like what you'd like to see. If you'd just like to see more of what I've already done in the past, then yell at me, because you know I'm totally okay with that. Anyway, I have to go poop now that I've stood up and sat down again. Whatever. Toodles.